All right, what is good, everybody? I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Welcome to the Oracle's Spiritual War Room. Here on this channel, I predict the outcomes of battles waged in everyday life, as well as those waged on a public stage, including legal battles, cold cases, um, political battles, social battles, and celebrity beefs. All right, guys. Remember, guys, that these readings contain content that is purely speculation and is for entertainment purposes only, all right, guys? So, in this reading today, we're going to look into Will Smith's apology because, as some of you saw, that he apologized to Chris Rock for that infamous Oscar slap. So, we're going to look into that, okay? We're going to look into Will's current energy, like surrounding the apology, as well as Chris's energy surrounding this apology. We're gonna look at, he wanted to make it a point to say Jada wasn't a factor, so we're gonna look into that. Like, Jada didn't tell him to do that, so we're gonna look into that. Was Jada in fact a factor? Like he said, though, guys, that he's a grown-ass man. He makes his own choices. Even if she nudged him like, hey, go do that, he made the choice to do it. So he was right about that. So we're going to see about how he really feels about this apology. What would he say to Chris, and what would Chris say to Will? All right, guys? But before we move on, don't forget to show me some love and like, share, subscribe if feel drawn to do so. Remember, guys, when you throw me good energies return to you. So if you're here just to be hateful, dusty ass, get off this channel. All right, guys, let's jump into this. All right, so let's pull one for, I don't know which deck I want to use. Yeah, okay. Let's see. What was Will's energy surrounding this? Okay, his energy surrounding this is the Queen of Swords. He might have not wanted to have to communicate this, but he felt the need to. Or he could have been like, also, I don't want to just say that. Like, he could have been communicating about something that cut deep. Okay. So we have over here the Two of Cups, the Hanged Man, and okay, guys, I don't know why I just felt drawn to say this. I did a speed read on them. I was going to kind of pass over them, but I just wanted to, I don't know why, I decided to pull for them. And in that reading, I believe I had said something to the effect, like, they could have been arguing about, like, well, you say I never stand up for you, and I finally did, and then she's like, but I didn't know you were going to go do this. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is, like, because it's like I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. It's just like, however he tries, it's just, and so this is the issue. This is the issue. So right now he's like worried, is my apology gonna help me break from, what's keeping me from moving forward? Because, judgment is here. Okay. What's the message? Let's see, what's the message for Jada? What's the message for Jada? Real quick. Because I don't know why that part just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I will give it to him that he said, you know, maybe, Jada didn't tell me to do this. I'm a grown man. I made the decision. I made the choice to go up there and do this. Um, hold on. This is the issue. Okay, so remember how I said, um, well, in the last reading I did, it's, if you haven't seen it, it's a celebrity speed read. Um, it's almost like she was always in these third parties. Like, anytime things were difficult between them, she would always kind of move to, someone. They had, an open relationship. So, it seems like instead of dealing with any issues, he felt like on a public stage, she always made him look like a fool. This could be something that needs to be addressed between the two of you. Because you guys are on a public stage, got your whole family involved in this. It's like they're watching you trying to get out of this difficult situation, but it seems like you just keep... Oh, you guys don't cut each other out because of the money. That's what it is. That's why you can't start new cycles and have happy beginnings, and if you try to fix it, and it just always ends up in this devil energy, because you're in a relationship that you should probably cut out simply because of the money. You could have some kind of legal somebody could, I don't know, sneak off with someone's money. What's this Four of? I want to know what this is. What is this Four of Pentacles? What is this Four of Pentacles? What is this Four of Pentacles? Okay. Fight over money? I'm getting conflict over money. Deception. There's deception. Oh my God. There's deception regarding this partnership. It's like they want to portray this happy... Well, I don't want to say that. They talk about very openly the struggles that their family faces, but what they're being deceptive about is that, yeah, they go through these struggles, but they're not talking about how they feel bound to the situation and how they're afraid to start something new. Maybe because they don't know how to cut this out. This is all they know. Sometimes, sometimes, kids will be like, well, I'm never going to get married because of what they witnessed their families, their parents going through. And, sometimes you have to remind them, like, yo, it's not everybody's like that. That's all you've ever witnessed. So to you, that kind of life, that kind of relationship, that kind of family dynamic is normal, because all you know is toxicity, in relationships, in your family dynamic, whatever that may be, whatever that may look like. You know, even though on the surface everything might look beautiful and abundant and like, oh, you know, yeah, we might struggle as a family, but you're not being really honest with yourselves about how you feel trapped in this situation and how you want to go away. No matter how much you try to get away, you just can't. You can't cut this marriage out, and it's because of the money. Wow, that's a. I'm not gonna lie, that is a miserable way to live. I don't know why people would want to sit in this misery. And he obviously feels like a fool. Judgment is being called. Okay, so that was Jada. Was she a factor or not? So she might have not been the one like, hey, go up there and slap him for talking to, like, joking about me like that. But he saw it in her eyes that she was displeased in what was being said. And so he took it upon himself to take action because she has probably in the past said, you never defended me. He's like, this is my chance to prove to her that I do defend her. I am tough. I am, you know what I mean? I can protect her. It's like he's still trying to, I mean, yeah, man. And, you know, whatever her feelings about that, you know, that's something that they need to really look at. But one of the issues is the moment things get rough, they just kind of go off to their own things. They don't really address it together. There's a lot of burdens in this home. There's a lot of burdens in this home, in this family dynamic. It's time for them to break out. Oh God. Okay, so this is supposed to be about Will Smith and Chris Rock, right? All right. So how does Will really feel about this? Or did we really get to that? How does he really feel? Okay. No, he is reflecting back. He is reflecting back at what has happened and trying to find a way away from these troubled times, right? He's taken some time to reflect on it. But still, this marriage has him just can't really seem to think too clearly because this situation, this relationship just keeps his mind just clouded. I don't know why. It's almost like she works to keep his mind I just see these cobwebs right here. I don't know, you can't see it, but I see these cobwebs, and I'm getting this image of just like cobwebs in your mind. You just, you know, trying to get it out, and it's just like sticking to you, and you're just like, oh, right? I kind of feel like that's how it is in his head because of this marriage. He is trying to gain clarity and trying to find a way to move away from this, but there is some sneaky shit going on. I had a relationship like that. They deprived me of sleep. You know, it was like almost every night. He needed to go to the hospital because he couldn't breathe. And it was at the time of the Rona, right? So, you know, to be careful, I didn't want to be the one like, oh, you're lying. But the doctor, every time he saw us, we would always get the same doctor. And every time he saw us, he was just like, oh, you guys again. And I was like, I would give him this look like, yeah, I know, but, you know. And the thing that sucked is that they would keep us there for hours. And he's telling me this at you know, 10, 11, 12, sometimes even 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing damn well that I have to go to work the next day. He just did so much shit to sabotage me. And you know, I almost feel like that's what, you know, if it's not being sleep deprived, just keeping you in this mental, you know, with this mental turmoil, like, oh, you're not good enough, you don't protect me, you're not strong enough, you're not tough enough, you're not, you know, whatever that may be. And he's always feeling like he has to prove himself. All right, so let's move on from that. We're already at 15 minutes. What would he say to Chris? What would Will say to Chris? What would he say to Chris? What would Will Smith say? Okay, so he's like, he wants to, you know, kind of stand tall again. He's making like a peace offering, you know, and it is with the Knight of Cups. It is, you know, he does have emotion. You know, he would say that. That's what. Well, this is what he would say. So I don't know. Just. That he was trying to love himself and get away from this energy. Is he talking about Jada? He's talking about Jada. Even though this hurts. You know? Oh. She uses her sexuality to keep him confused. She uses her sexuality. And he thought, you know, this is my partner, my true partner. You know, he's starting to see this now, though. This is what he would tell Chris. I'm seeing things for what they are now. Where I thought this was my partner, it just brought nothing but heartache. I'm ready for a new beginning. Oh, that's what he would say to Chris. So he wants to explain why he did what he did. How does Chris feel about Will? Yeah, he's disappointed. He's like, man, you come and like beat me, you know, slap the shit out of me, and I thought we were, you know, I thought we were cool. I thought we were solid. I did not see this coming. And so he's like, I don't, you know, it's almost like he's moving away. Like, I thought we were friends. You know, it's like I'm moving away from you. Yeah, so there is, you know, so that's how Chris is feeling right now. What would Chris say to Will? What would Chris say to Will? What would Chris say? He would tell him, you know, he would communicate, but, you know, with the Queen of Swords, he would communicate in a more emotional way about how this, like, could have really, it hurt, you know, because, like I said, you know, they were friends. Yeah, we were friends. We were from the same community, you know. He's communicating that. That's what he would say. Yeah. He would say a lot to Will. Okay, well, if Chris doesn't, you know, want to talk to him, I'll tell Will what he would say. Okay, he's like, you, Will Smith, King of Pentacles, you know, need to get away from this sneaky behavior. You know, you need to see this truth of this matter, and you know, see this deception that, you know, that you could be deceiving yourself, or this person could be deceiving you, that they don't really want this situation. You know, they're trying to create confusion. They have a lot of options. The best thing you could do is focus on your money and start a new, you know, start something new. Get rid of this confusion. That's what Chris would say. All right, guys. Final messages. Let's just see if there's anything. Okay, so it's saying this juggling, this relationship has brought nothing but burdens. It's time for you to take another path and start something new. You got the clarity. It's time to end it. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave that there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment. Check out the description box. My email's down there. You can always email me for more information about prices and how to schedule your own personal readings. I do love, work, health, whatever you want to look into, we can look into it. All right, guys? If not, and this is where I leave you, we'll see you guys next time.